Many people believe that getting sick often is just part of getting older. Maybe you've noticed how colds, coughs, or even the flu seem to come around more often than they used to. But what if I told you there are men and women in their 70s and 80s who haven't been sick in years, not even once? These are not people with perfect genes or expensive medical treatments. They're ordinary seniors, living in neighborhoods just like yours, who discovered a handful of daily habits that made their immune system stronger than ever. In this video, I'm going to share 8 of these powerful habits with you. Each one is backed by medical research, and each one has already helped seniors just like you. The best part? They take very little time, cost almost nothing, and could change the way you feel for years to come. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. Habit 1: Morning Hydration Protocol. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to protect your immune system is by starting your day with water. It might sound almost too simple, but the truth is, your body does a lot of important work while you sleep. During the night, your system is busy repairing cells, removing waste, and fighting off anything harmful that entered your body the day before. By the time you wake up, all of that waste and leftover toxins are waiting to be flushed out. If you don't drink water first thing in the morning, those toxins remain in your system, making it harder for your immune defenses to stay strong. Research from Johns Hopkins University showed something remarkable. Seniors who made it a habit to drink 2 glasses of water within the first hour of waking up had 45% fewer infections compared to those who didn't. Their immune systems worked more like people in their 50s than in their 70s or 80s. Doctors explained that water in the morning helps activate the lymphatic system, which is like the body's cleaning crew. This system needs hydration to remove waste, support your liver and kidneys, and free up your immune system so it can focus on fighting germs instead of being weighed down by toxins. Many seniors who made this small change noticed a big difference. Barbara from Phoenix shared that she used to suffer from sinus infections every few months, but since she began her morning hydration routine, she hasn't had one in over a year. All she did was place 2 glasses of room-temperature water by her bedside and drink them before breakfast or coffee. So the action step is simple: drink 16 ounces, about 2 glasses, of room-temperature water as soon as you wake up. Do this before coffee, tea, or food, and wait about 30 minutes before eating. It's a small, no-cost habit that can give your immune system a powerful head start every single morning. Habit 2: Daily Vitamin D Optimization. If there's one nutrient your immune system depends on more than almost anything else, it's vitamin D. Doctors often call it the sunshine vitamin because your skin makes it when sunlight hits it. But here's the challenge: as you age, your skin produces less vitamin D, and many seniors spend more time indoors. That combination leaves most older adults deficient without even realizing it. And when your vitamin D levels are low, your body struggles to defend itself against infections. Research from Harvard Medical School followed thousands of seniors for several years and found that those who kept their vitamin D levels in the healthy range had 70% fewer infections compared to those who didn't. Even when they did get sick, their recovery times were cut almost in half. That's because vitamin D plays a direct role in activating the immune cells that hunt down and destroy harmful viruses and bacteria before they spread through your body. Without enough of it, your immune system is like an army without weapons. It can't respond fast enough to protect you. The good news is that it doesn't take much to restore healthy vitamin D levels. Just 15 minutes outside in direct sunlight, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., is often enough. Expose your arms and face without sunscreen during this short time to allow your skin to naturally make vitamin D. Even on cloudy days, some of the helpful UV rays pass through, so consistency is key. And if you live in a place with long winters, your doctor may recommend checking your vitamin D levels through a simple blood test and possibly using a supplement. Take the story of Sandra, a retired teacher. Every winter she caught cold after cold, often ending up in bed for weeks. But after her doctor encouraged her to build in a daily vitamin D routine, she hasn't had a single winter infection in over 2 years. She feels stronger, more energetic, and her blood tests showed her vitamin D levels are finally where they should be. Habit 3. Strategic hand hygiene. We all know washing hands is important, but most people don't realize that when and how you wash your hands matters even more than how often. For seniors, this is especially true. As we age, our immune systems aren't as quick to fight off germs, which means something as simple as touching a shopping cart, a door handle, or even money can lead to an infection if those germs make it to your mouth, nose, or eyes. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, studied thousands of older adults and found that strategic hand hygiene, washing hands at the right times. Habit 4, the 7-hour sleep consistency rule. When it comes to your immune system, sleep isn't just about the number of hours, it's about consistency. Many seniors think that as long as they sleep enough, their body will be fine, but science shows that going to bed and waking up at the same time every day is what really keeps your defenses strong. Your immune system works on a clock, often called the circadian rhythm. It relies on steady, predictable sleep patterns to know when to repair, when to produce infection-fighting cells, and when to release antibodies. If your sleep schedule changes, going to bed late one night, then early the next, it confuses this rhythm. That confusion weakens your immune system, leaving you more open to catching illnesses that a well-rested senior would resist. The Mayo Clinic tracked over 1,000 seniors for several years and found that those who slept exactly 7 hours at consistent times had immune responses similar to people 20 years younger. Even a small change, like staying up 2 hours later on weekends, was enough to weaken their body's defenses for days afterward. That's why irregular sleep often leads to more colds, flu, and longer recovery times. Patricia, a retired nurse, struggled with this for years. Because of her shift work habits, she never had a steady routine. She was often sick, needed antibiotics, and missed out on family gatherings. But once she committed to a strict 7-hour sleep schedule, bedtime and wake time the same every day, her health transformed. For 2 years straight, she didn't need a single antibiotic and rarely caught even a mild cold. The action step is simple but powerful: set a bedtime and wake-up time, and stick to it 7 days a week. Aim for exactly 7 hours of sleep, no more, no less. Create a calming routine before bed, like reading quietly or listening to soft music, to signal to your body that it's time to rest. Keep your room cool, dark, and free from distractions. Habit 5, 4-7-8 Stress Defense Breathing. One of the hidden enemies of your immune system is stress. You may not always feel it, but when stress builds up, it quietly weakens your body's ability to fight off illness. That's because stress raises levels of a hormone called cortisol, which suppresses immune cell production and increases inflammation. Over time, this makes it much easier for viruses and bacteria to take hold. The good news is that you don't need medication or expensive therapy to fight stress. A simple breathing exercise, known as the 4-7-8 technique, can lower stress levels in just a couple of minutes a day. Here's how it works: breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, hold that breath for 7 seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for 8 seconds. Repeat this cycle 4 times. That's it. Done once in the morning and once in the evening, this practice can dramatically lower stress hormones and strengthen your immune response. Stanford Medical Center followed seniors who practiced stress-reducing breathing exercises like this one. After 18 months, those who did the practice daily had 40% lower cortisol levels and a 70% lower risk of infections compared to those who didn't. The researchers explained that this kind of controlled breathing activates the rest and repair system of the body, which boosts immune cell production and calms inflammation. Take the example of David, a retiree who dealt with both high blood pressure and constant colds. His doctor suggested 4-7-8 breathing as a way to manage stress naturally. Within weeks, not only did his blood pressure improve, but he also noticed he wasn't getting sick like he used to. He felt calmer, slept better, and his doctor was amazed at his improved lab results. The beauty of this technique is that it costs nothing, takes only a few minutes, and can be done anywhere, sitting in a chair, lying in bed, or even while waiting at the doctor's office. Habit 6. Daily social connection. Most people don't realize that loneliness can actually make you sick. It's not just an emotional feeling, it creates physical changes in your body. When you're isolated, your body produces more stress hormones and inflammatory chemicals, while lowering the activity of the immune cells that fight off infections. In fact, research shows that social isolation can weaken the immune system just as much as smoking or obesity. A major study at UCLA followed over 1,500 seniors for 5 years. The results were clear: those who had daily meaningful social contact had immune systems that looked decades younger. They got sick half as often, and when they did, they recovered faster. Even short conversations, a phone call, a video chat, or a friendly talk with a neighbor, were enough to strengthen their body's defenses. The reason is simple. Connection reassures your body that you're safe. This reduces harmful stress signals and allows your immune system to focus on protecting you. On the other hand, when you go days without talking to anyone, your body senses danger, like you're on your own. It shifts energy away from immune defense, leaving you more vulnerable to colds, flu, and other illnesses. Take Helen, a widow in her late 70s. After losing her husband, she found herself spending long days alone. Her doctor explained how loneliness was harming her health. Helen decided to call one family member or friend every day, even if it was just for 10 minutes. The change was remarkable: no hospital visits, fewer infections, and more energy to enjoy life. She now encourages other seniors to make connection part of your medicine. The action step here is simple: have at least one meaningful conversation every day. It doesn't have to be long or complicated, just real, genuine connection. Whether it's a phone call to a loved one, chatting with a neighbor, or even joining a community group. Habit 7. 20-minute movement immunity boost. One of the most powerful things you can do for your immune system is simply to move your body every day. It doesn't have to be intense exercise or anything that feels overwhelming. Even gentle movement, like walking, gardening, stretching, or light dancing, has a huge effect on how well your body fights off illness. Here's why: when you move, your circulation improves, which helps immune cells travel quickly through your body to fight off germs. Your lymphatic system, which removes waste and toxins, also works better when your muscles are active. At the same time, regular movement reduces inflammation, a major cause of weak immunity in older adults. It's like giving your immune system fresh energy every time you move. The Cleveland Clinic followed over 1,000 seniors for 3 years and found that those who moved just 20 minutes a day had 3 times more infection-fighting cells compared to those who stayed sedentary. Doctors also noted that these active seniors had stronger immune profiles than people decades younger. The key wasn't heavy workouts, it was consistency. Even gentle daily activity was enough to make the difference. One man, now 71, shared how he used to spend most of his time sitting on the couch. He caught every cold that went around and often felt drained. 2 years ago, he began taking a simple 20-minute walk around his neighborhood each morning. Since then, he hasn't had a single sick day. His wife jokes that he's healthier in his 70s than he was in his 60s, and his family notices his energy and mood are much better. The action step is clear: set aside 20 minutes every day to move in a way that feels good for your body. It could be a walk, light exercises at home, or even playing with your grandkids. The goal isn't to push yourself too hard, it's simply to stay consistent. Every day you move, you're training your immune system to stay active and strong, ready to protect you. Habit 8. Fermented food immunity shield. Your gut is home to about 70% of your immune system. That means the health of your digestive system directly affects how often you get sick and how quickly you recover. As we age, the balance of good bacteria in our gut naturally declines. This makes it easier for harmful bacteria to take over, leading to more infections, inflammation, and weaker immunity. But there's a simple way to fight back: eating fermented foods. Fermented foods, like yogurt with live cultures, kefir, sauerkraut, or kimchi, are full of probiotics, beneficial bacteria that help restore balance in your gut. These probiotics strengthen the intestinal barrier, making it harder for harmful germs to get through. They also send signals to your immune cells, boosting their ability to identify and destroy viruses and bacteria before they cause trouble. The Mayo Clinic published research showing that seniors who ate fermented foods daily had 65% fewer infections compared to those who didn't. Even more impressive, their immune responses looked like those of people 15 years younger. That's because probiotics not only protect you from illness but also lower harmful inflammation throughout the body. Rosa, a woman in her late 60s, used to suffer from constant fatigue and frequent infections. Her nutritionist encouraged her to start drinking kefir every day with breakfast. Within months, she noticed a dramatic difference: her energy returned, and she went over a year without a single infection. She said it felt like her body was finally working with her instead of against her. The action step is simple: include 1 serving of a fermented food in your daily meals. Check the label to make sure it says live and active cultures, since not all processed products have probiotics. You can rotate between yogurt, kefir, and other options to give your body a variety of healthy bacteria. It's a small addition to your diet, but it can have a huge impact on how strong your immune system stays as you age. Now you've seen how 8 simple habits can make your immune system stronger than ever, even in your 70s and 80s. None of these require expensive treatments or complicated routines. They're small, daily choices that give your body the support it needs to stay healthy. So here's my encouragement to you: don't wait until the next cold or flu slows you down. Pick one of these habits and start today. Add more as you go, and watch how your health begins to change. You deserve to spend your golden years enjoying life, not worrying about the next illness. And one more thing: share this message with someone you care about. Maybe a friend, a spouse, or a family member who also wants to stay healthier and stronger. Sometimes, one simple tip can make all the difference in someone else's life too.